So I suppose you're wondering what we're doing here. Uh, I don't exactly have anything against the monarchy. It's just, um, well, maybe I do. Yikes. That's interesting. Well, it's not that I don't like the monarchy. It's just I'm against the monarchy. I mean, if that makes any sense, it's more like it's more. I don't even know why I'm starting with it like this because this technically has nothing to do with this, but I guess it will make sense with what I'm going to explain. This is a multi-part game. Like it's one of those point and click games. Not point and click. It's like one of those visual novels. You can go anywhere you want. And one of the paths I plan on taking is just killing the princess. Just doing exactly as the game says. Just slay the princess. That's what I'm going to do. That's why I'm saying I don't have anything against the monarchy. But again, that's wrong. I mean, I have something against the monarchy. I'm just against actually slaying them. Like, just do. What I'm saying is, do away with the system, but don't kill the nobles and the monarchists. I guess that's my whole point. That's why I'm trying to put in a disclaimer here. I'm against the violent revolt. Well, not completely against it. I'm just against, eliminating them French style. In any case, excuse me. Before we start the game, let's just open up a can here. Can Monster. And start the game. Keep bumping into my mic. So, quick start already. Maybe hide the top if at all possible. Preferences, full screen, that'll do. And we'll load the game. No, not load. We haven't played yet. Start the game. This is an interesting hand.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I guess the princess might have been ambushed by
You're
bandits
here
or
to
something.
slay her.
Who knows?
If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
I wouldn't necessarily say that, and technically speaking, killing a princess isn't really... Well, it wouldn't end the world, but it would cause quite a few villages to get burned down. If you killed the princesses. The end of the world? What are you talking about? Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to end the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is
No,
slaying a
but I
princess
do
that
know the
much worse than
consequences of
slaying
actually killing a
fisherman
princess.
or a miller or a seamstress. If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses.
Yeah, but
could
slaying a
something
princess
for
can
our
result in
society.
the seamstress getting killed, along with a couple other people. And I'm just saying, there's very heavy punishment for slaying a princess. That's less majesty. That's, what is it called? Regicide or something? You kill someone of royal blood, you will not have a fun time. Have you ever heard about this woman, Saint, what's her name? Well, she's not necessarily a saint, but she was one of the queens of Russia, and her husband got killed by a couple of... This is in like medieval Ukraine. Long story short, she raised the villages to the ground. That's that. I'm just saying, this is it's not. You better just be able to hide the fact you were able to slay her. Like, don't even brag about it. Just, like, kill the princess and run far away where there are no monarchists ever. Alright. Yeah, but anyway, where was I? The end of the world? What are you talking about?
The end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people. You have to put an end to her.
Well, I haven't really seen any people so far, and I only hear you in my head. So how do I know if you're people? How do I know people aren't already dead?
Don't linger on the specifics. You have a job to do here. Just get in there and do what needs to be done. We're all counting on you.
Okay, great. So... do I get some kind of...
but you'll have to slay her before you get it.
I don't know, man. I kind of want a contract and, you know, I want to see how much money I'm getting out of this. Maybe a house. Maybe some servants. Can you tell me what my prize is going to be for doing a good job?
It's a secret, but I think you'll like it. It's a special reward, just for you. And whatever you think it might be, I can promise you it's going to be even better than
I don't
your
know,
wildest
man.
imagination.
Maybe I'll sway her, but maybe not. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Yeah! We're doing this for money!
Focused on your goal, it should all be smooth sailing. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within.
Yeah! Money! 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 Kill a princess! Kill a princess! Kill a princess! Kill a princess! Kill a princess!
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Well, what if I believe her a word that she says, but I want to kill her anyway? Did you ever think of that?
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them.
Who cares? I get money out of this.
Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about.
I do like how everything shifts when you move your mouse around. That's a pretty cool addition. I really like that. Ooh. Proceed to the cabin.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade.
Why such a small blade? I feel like it'll be hard to pierce a heart with
The
that.
blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Yes, the blade is my implement, sure. In any case, I'm taking the blade.
You take the blade from the table.
Yeah, I got a blade
It'd
in
be
my
rather
hand.
difficult to
Look at
slay a
that.
princess and save the world without it.
Enter the basement.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
Me?
She sounds
dangerous. It's almost as if she's the one in charge down here.
Not for long. Soon I'll be the one in charge. In any case.
Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Says you. Hi! Just say, or maybe continue down the stairs. I don't know. Let's just say hi! Nah, continue down the stairs.
You're still listening to reason.
No, I'm not. I'm listening to myself.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement.
She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world?
I don't know. She's probably a threat to our world.
Focus on the task at hand.
And there you are. Are you here to kill me or something?
Yes.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steal yours.
Oh? No talking then? Fine. What even makes you think you can kill me?
I don't know.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it.
Okay.
So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Nah.
She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be...
Slay the princess. Title drop.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
I don't know. That doesn't look very deep. You're quite weak for some amphibian.
Oh. This is it, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder,
Yeah?
do you actually believe this was enough to kill me?
Do I have to stab you some more?
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Well, that's fine.
Yes, even as she lays there dying, she entirely believes herself to be alive and well. But it's over, isn't it? She stopped breathing moments ago. That arrogant look still plastered on her face. But is it over? Really over?
Do I get my reward? Of course not. That was too
It's
easy.
Over. Don't get all worked up.
Well, you know, just to be sure, maybe cut off her head?
We should make sure. What's the harm in checking for a pulse?
Yes.
I really don't think you should do that.
I very much think you're the... Hang on a minute. You're the one who told me to come down here and slay her. What do you mean I shouldn't?
And why shouldn't we? Is there something you're not telling us?
Yeah. You told me we had to kill her, and now all of a sudden you don't want us to make sure that she's dead? That's, a wee bit suspicious. How do I know you're not actually a monarchist, like you said?
I've told you everything that's happened with complete accuracy.
Are you sure?
The princess is dead. Your blade pierced her heart. There's no coming back from that.
I don't know, man. Some people have survived even with their heads being cut off. Well, I mean, granted only for a few seconds, but they still survived for that long.
You
I'm just
lean
gonna
down
remove the
and
blade.
wrap your hand around the blade's hilt. But as you begin to slide it out of its resting place, you feel a sharp and sudden jab in your side.
What?
What was that?
I guess I won't be dying alone after all.
Are you serious? I knew it! You lied to me, narrator!
Quick, let's get out of here.
He's on her side!
It's too late for that now. You collapse to the ground as the mortally wounded princess twists a blade of her own deeper between your ribs.
You didn't even have a blade.
As you fall, she falls with you, exhausted by the effort, the little life that was left in her eyes fading rapidly.
You win this round, princess. I'll get you next time.
An eye for an eye. A life for a life. I guess we're even now. See you around.
Eh.
You were so close. Why did you hesitate?
I didn't hesitate. What do you mean?
It doesn't matter. At least you managed
Oh.
to take her with you.
Oh, hi, Dillalaw. Yes, I'm killing a princess. And apparently I failed.
For whatever that's worth. Everything goes dark, and you die.
Alright, how about next round? I just now started. I'm slaying princesses. Oh, it's chapter 2 now.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
Yes.
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Well, I don't care about the end of the world. I'm just going here to slay a princess.
A terrible sense of deja vu. No, you don't have that. This is the first time either of us have been here.
Well, I get terrible senses of deja vu all the time. How come you never have it? If anything, that's weird that you don't have a sense of deja vu. Right, so, what was this?
If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way.
I don't know. It doesn't matter if he remembers or not. What the hell?
She's just going to pull a knife out of nowhere and stab us again.
Oh yeah. Yeah, she did stab us somehow for the first time.
Stabbed to death? Well, you won't have to worry about that. The princess is unarmed.
Well, I call bull, Mr. Narrator, because I died last time.
Yeah, that's exactly what you told us last time. You said this whole thing would be easy, but after we sank our blade into her heart, she just got up and started stabbing us.
Yeah, exactly.
Calm down. I assure you she has no weapons. So there's
No.
no reason to fear her. You were made for this job. You'll do just fine.
No, we won't.
It hasn't. Or if it has, I certainly haven't been a part of it. Like I said, we've just met for the first time, you and I.
That, or you're lying to me, or you have memory problems. In which case, I suggest you go to the doctor, because that's a problem. Let's assume I'm telling the truth, and all of this really did already happen. Why should I listen to you? Why should I bother doing anything? Well, for one thing, you get to slay a princess. Another thing, you get to slay a princess.
Those are two very different questions, but fine, I'll indulge you if that's what it takes to get you moving. Let's say for a moment that this really is the second time you've met me, or at least a version of me. If you're back here, I'm assuming you died, which probably only happened because you didn't listen to me.
No, this is your fault.
We mostly listened to you. How were we supposed to know she'd spring back to life? If she sprung back to life in this hypothetical scenario, then clearly you didn't slay her. But congratulations, you've been given a chance to actually do this right.
So we're going to try again.
And I believe your other question was something along the lines of, oh, what's the point of doing anything? If you're asking that, it sounds to me like you're making the rather dangerous assumption that your actions last time around didn't have any consequences. What do you mean? Of course there weren't any consequences. We stabbed the princess stabbed us, and now everyone's right back to where they started. That sounds pretty consequence-free to me. Yes, but in this purely hypothetical scenario, that begs the question of how you got back here. Did time simply rewind itself, or were you instead transported to a different world entirely?
So in other words, we're going to different worlds, playing all different kinds of princesses with the same face.
Had you failed to slay the princess, what would have happened to everyone in the place you left?
Well, they're probably all dead then.
Screw this. Who cares what happened to everyone else? She's not going to play fair, so we should do what we can to save ourselves and just get out of here.
But I want to slay a princess.
At least you know not to trust her, but you do realize that everything and everyone includes you, right? If you turn around and leave, you're dooming yourself as well as everyone else.
Yeah, it is kind of similar to Stanley Parable, except for Stanley Parable, you got to wander around quite a bit. This is more of a visual novel, and so I guess it's kind of a different medium with Stanley-esque kind of things. There were I think there was something even before Stanley Parable, like the real old point and click games that were, that like to break the third wall quite a bit. I think one of them was
So
Monkey
close to finishing
Island.
the job last time. She can't get the jump on us twice. If we're careful, we should be fine.
That's the spirit. Just keep that stiff upper lip, and you'll save the world in no time at all.
Alright. Why should I talk about the princess when I can just kill the princess? You know what?
Just be quick about it.
Let's talk about the princess. We killed each other last time around. How can I make sure that doesn't happen again?
Like I said, if she killed you, it was probably because you didn't listen to me. Don't talk to her, don't trust her, just go in, do your job, and save the world.
Well, what if I do exactly as you ask and I die anyway?
Oh, and don't get stabbed while you're at it.
Yes.
People locked her in that basement, and I told you what this place is. It's a path in the woods. Don't overcomplicate things.
I don't know. You say people, but that really, do you not realize how little that narrows it down? Yeah, why, if people locked her away, why couldn't they slay her? But why is this falling on me?
Look, I'm not supposed to say this, but it's because you're special.
Well, that's just
You're the
another
only
reason.
person
That's just another way of calling a person
Call it
stupid.
a prophecy, if that helps. But it's just the way things are.
A prophecy.
Oh, I didn't know we were special.
Yes, don't listen to him. That's just another way of calling people stupid.
Of course you're special. Why else would you be here?
Yes, they only send stupid people here. That's why we're here.
If anyone's special here, it's her. Last I checked, we can't get up from a knife in the chest.
So,
I've told you everything you need to know. Going into more detail would just overcomplicate an otherwise very simple situation and make your job more difficult.
yes, I hate difficult jobs.
You didn't tell us about her knife last time, though.
That's because she's unarmed. And more than that, it's because there wasn't a last time.
Okay?
She just can. But she's still only a princess. You're fully up to the task you've been given, so long as you remember that.
Maybe she's the princess of... I don't know. Russia? During its peak?
Great. Now, if you don't mind, the whole world is waiting with bated breath for you to save it from ruin.
Well, I'm not sure if the whole world is waiting, because, pretty sure most of the world doesn't even know who this princess is. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further.
No.
She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her.
Well, she
Don't
definitely
believe a word
cheated.
she says.
He couldn't be more on the money. But we're really doing this, aren't we? I'd say you're lost, but I'm stuck here with you.
Yes, it's our loss if we lose.
We know what to look out for this time. We know to be careful.
Do we? Do we, though?
Just stay focused and you'll be fine.
Proceed into the cabin.
The interior
What
of the
the-
cabin is a jagged mess of warped wood and broken boards, their splintered edges as uninviting as shattered glass. The only furniture of note is a pointed table with a pristine blade perched on its edge.
Well, this is the point where I turn around.
The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
Hmm.
Very different.
Yes, very different.
Maybe that's because you haven't actually been here. I hope this means you'll finally drop that ridiculous past life nonsense. You haven't died, and you certainly haven't been killed by the princess. So focus up. A lot's riding on this.
You didn't say anything about the mirror.
Because there isn't a mirror. There's a table, the blade sitting on the table, and the door to the basement. There's nothing else in here.
I see a mirror.
There's definitely a mirror. There isn't.
Yes, there is.
Can you two stop arguing? It's stressful enough in here without all of this extra noise.
No. I care. I want to look at myself. I want to see how handsome I am.
I care less about that and more about whether we're being lied to. If he's willing to lie about something as innocuous as a mirror, what else is he hiding from us?
Yes, Mr. Narrator, what else?
I'm not lying to you. Use your eyes. There is no mirror. Why would I lie about something so meaningless? What good would it even do?
Excellent question.
You walk up to the wall next to the basement door. It's a wall. There isn't much to see here. This really isn't funny. You reach forward and rub your hand against the cabin wall. I hope you know how ridiculous you look right now.
I don't know, man. I feel like you're ridiculous. I still see a mirror, see the outlines. I just can't see my face because the mirror's filthy. I'm not crazy at all.
But it was there a second ago.
No, it's still there.
Now it's gone. Yet another thing in here playing tricks on us. I hate this place.
No, it's still there. You're crazy. I'm not crazy. You're crazy. All right, let's take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will
I
be
would prefer a
difficult to
machine
slay the
gun, to
princess
be
and save
honest.
the world without a weapon.
It feels a bit better to have a weapon in our hands. Let's make her hurt for what she's done to us.
Enter the basement. We are definitely not going to die.
The door to the basement creaks open, revealing what must once have been stairs. The fractured slats look as if they've been torn from their source and violently jammed into the wall.
Yes.
The air seeping up from below has an almost metallic quality to it, like the smell of fresh blood. And you can hear what sounds like the rhythmic scraping of metal coming from down below. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor.
Yes, I don't want to go down there.
That's right. Scraping. I told you she has something. I told you.
Must have a sword.
That sound could be anything. It's probably just her chains dragging across the floor. I am begging you to get out of your head.
Now, I'm pretty sure I'm going to die because of you, Mr. Narrator. I'm pretty sure.
Her grating voice carries up the stairs.
I hope you've come to rescue me. I've been stuck down here forever.
No, actually, I've come down here. I'm here to slay you. I'm here to slay a princess.
There is something so wrong with that voice.
Yes, it sounds robotic.
Yeah. She thinks she's better than us. Like she doesn't even have to put on an act this time.
As you descend the
There
final
she is.
step, the form of the princess comes into view, her sharp eyes following you from across
Okay,
the
she's
room.
definitely got something behind her back. She must have a bigger knife.
I wonder if she remembers us.
Finally, somebody! Quick, get me out of these chains. We're not safe here.
No.
Come on now, we're not falling for that, are we? She's trying to trick us, but she can't hide that threatening edge to her voice. She just wants us to get close, to let our guard down.
Yeah.
If she sounds threatening, it's because her mask is already slipping. She knows why you're here. You are armed, after all.
What are you waiting for? You are here to rescue me, right?
No, actually, I'm here to kill you. So, wow, there's a lot of choices, but you know what? Slay the princess.
The princess falls silent, her smile unwavering as you charge across the room.
That far-seeing smile.
Okay, she hasn't pulled out a knife yet, and her hands are still behind her back. I think we can do this. I think we can win. We just have to strike now, but make sure you keep your eyes on those hands. I don't trust her for a second.
But what if her eyes are the actual weapon?
But your focus is broken by the horrible sound of metal slicing through meat.
Whose meat? Not ours, right?
Hers, at first,
What?
then yours.
Hee
that was a very short hee.
How? What did she even hit us with?
You stare down at your chest and at the long, thin blade she impaled you with.
That's not fair. You said. I swear this narrator is a secret monarchist who brought me here to kill as many anti-monarchs as humanly possible. That's why I'm here.
And then the red, angry slit along the flesh of her thigh.
The
where
hell?
The blade had been nestled just a moment ago. It's still lodged in her leg, emerging from her knee, hinging up and out of her body like some extra metallic limb.
Bullshit. Absolute bullshit.
I absolutely agree.
You're going to die now.
That's so matter-of-factly. I don't know. I kind of want to hear her say that
With
again.
a twist of her knee and a painful squelch, she does just that. Everything goes dark, and you die.
I feel cheated. I feel very much cheated.
You're on a path in the woods.
No, fuck that. If we're gonna have to keep doing this over and over and over again, we're not starting in that goddamn woods every time. We're starting in the fucking cabin.
Yes. Yes. We start in the.
You're what? The interior of the cabin is dark, a constricting mess of curved and battered sheet metal pushing you towards... Wait, excuse me? What just happened? What did you just do?
I'm here to slay the princess.
I feel dizzy.
I don't care.
Oh ho ho ho! I guess I took us to the cabin, didn't I? Isn't that interesting? Who holds the cards now?
Okay, voice of the cheated. Don't mess this up. Give me a sword or a spear or a machine gun. Something that can easily kill the princess. Please.
Nobody holds the cards. That's how it's always been. That's unfortunately how reality works.
The circle's getting smaller and smaller. Running
Voice of the
isn't
hunted.
an option anymore. We have to fight.
Okay, I didn't even. Where did you even come from, sir?
It's better that way. Without a fight, no one can win. And if no one can win, then nothing has any meaning.
Stubborn.
Great, so obviously you've already been here. How many times?
I don't know. This is my third time.
This is our third?
No wonder things have fallen apart. You do realize that every time you fail, she escapes and an entire world is damned to destruction, right?
Well, it's not our fault. We did exactly as you told us to, and we still died. We did it twice. You did it twice, and we still died. This is entirely your fault.
That can't be right. That's too much responsibility.
Nah, impossibly high stakes make the fight so much better. Let's just stay focused, shall we?
Give me a sword.
The only furniture of note is a bent metal table, a pristine blade perched.
We take it.
Okay, sure, you take the blade before letting me finish telling you it's there. It would be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
This feels right. We just have to keep our senses sharp.
That's right, we've got to be able to win eventually.
Yes.
We will win eventually. Hell, we might even win now.
Yeah.
That's a fighting spirit I like to see. You could all learn a thing or two from this one.
Yeah.
I'd love to get started just as much as you would, but how are we supposed to get down there?
Yeah, there's a
Walk
mirror
through
in the
door.
way.
You do know what doors are, right?
No.
But there isn't a door, it's just that mirror again.
Yeah.
There isn't a mirror. You really messed things up, didn't you? It's like you can't even see reality anymore.
Well, that depends on what your notion of reality is.
I can feel the air coming up from behind it, stinking of iron and steel. He might be right. Could be a trick. If our other senses can't feel it, then we can't trust it.
Nah.
If it's in our way, let's just break it and move on.
Yeah.
Make your way to the door at the end of the room, stopping just in front of it. You really must think you're looking at a mirror. Well, it doesn't exist. Just reach forward and open it. Let's just fumble for the handle and be done with it. I don't care what we look like. I care about getting to the end of this mess.
Yeah, let's slay the princess. Slay the princess. Slay the princess. Slay the princess.
You reach forward and place your hand on the door to the basement. It creaks open. And the mirror's gone. How surprising.
It was never there. Just an illusion.
Your mom's an illusion.
Let's just get to the princess already. I didn't care about the mirror before. I care about it even less now.
Guess it's time for us to see her again.
But what if it slows up some more and all of a sudden all you care about is the mirror?
Just stay focused and you'll be fine. You step forward, but
What?
you don't get a chance to linger on the basement stairs. They are smooth and flat and metallic, an unintentional and unfortunately slippery ramp that quickly sends you skittering to the bottom.
Your body tumbles
Oh,
onto
it's
the
her
basement
again.
floor, and the form of the princess comes into view, standing at a distance. She gives you a wry smile.
Hello, Miss Princess. I'm here to kill you
Hi.
again.
It looks like you don't have a way out, so I'm not going to play dumb anymore. But don't worry about how bad you did last time. That's part of the fun.
She's got another thing coming if she thinks we're going down easy again.
Yeah.
Pride makes us dead. The only thing that matters is survival.
Slay the princess. Slay her.
Actually, does survival matter? We've died twice and nothing bad has come of it. We just need to find a way to win once.
Yeah.
Nothing bad has come of it yet. Plenty bad has come of it. You've left at least one entire world to ruin. The people there mattered.
I don't know about that.
The past isn't real. It's only here and now.
Your internal bickering is cut short by the wet sound of slicing meat. From the princess's arms erupt twin blades glistening with her blood, the empty flesh of her arms flopping at her elbows like torn sleeves. The chain clatters to the floor.
Okay, she has two swords and I have a knife. Can I have something bigger, please?
She's loose, and she is coming for you.
You're going to make me walk over to you, aren't you?
Please, the voice of the cheated, please get me a machine gun, please.
Shit. She's coming
Please.
for us, and I'm out of ideas.
Give me a machine gun, please. Voice of the cheated, do something. I'm growing up. Yeah, she has swords for her. She wins by killing us, right? All these ideas suck. Think of something better.
Yeah, that's right, we just have to think. There's probably an answer if we think.
Just
Yes.
standing there, huh? A bold strategy.
Yes. This is a bold strategy. You You saw right through it.
You don't have time to finish your thought. In a moment, she's across the room, blades flashing in the dim starlight. She skewers you.
Well, that's no fair.
Ow. What a surprise. Yeah, we don't even get a second to think without her stabbing us. Oh, a new one of us. I thought that only happens when we die. Did we die? You're on a... No, you're in a... Where the hell are you?
I think we're dead, and that's all we'll ever be. Dead, 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 dead.
Okay, well, voice of the broken, you're a mood killer.
Stop saying dead, all of you. We might have died a second ago, but right now we're extremely not dead.
What if our head is just there and our head might have been removed from our body, to be perfectly honest?
This is all horribly wrong. How many times have you been here?
This is 4.
Really?
No wonder everything's such a mess. This wasn't supposed to go past 1.
I wonder what you're going to do next. You're so full of ideas, and I love that.
Yes, well, let me kill
I guess
you.
we don't have time to talk about things before the princess advances. Okay, whatever we do gets us another us. Let's see how many we can stack. There's got to be a point where it makes us better than her.
Now he's thinking of cheating.
We don't need any other voices chattering about in here. It'll just confuse us. All we need is to keep fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll pass on that.
Aww.
As long as we keep moving.
Come on, show me something new.
Yes.
Okay, plan now.
So let's beat her to it. It doesn't work and she kills you again and again and again and again. Your memory blurs as your consciousness leaps from life to life, holding only snippets of the conflict that transpires.
Then you skewer yourself.
What? Why?
I thought we both understood that dying doesn't get you anywhere.
Where did you even get that? That's ridiculous.
Huh, that didn't do much of anything. We're tougher than I thought. Well, there's more of us. Let's see if that helps.
What's the point? It's all the same.
Defeatist attitudes must die.
She skewers you.
Oh, don't give up on me just yet. You gotta keep going.
Do you see that? We almost had her. That was luck. But we only have to get lucky once. Compliment her on those gleaming blades. There's nothing better than a capable woman.
Oh, really?
She skewers you.
Just let me stab her once.
It doesn't matter how many times this takes, we can't give up. Okay, let's go again. Just panic. Flee.
No!
She skewers you.
Darn it.
No, you don't get to escape. That's not how this works.
See? We're getting better.
Are we, though?
Okay, yeah. That was a good one.
She's going to kill this body either way. So stop feeling what it feels.
Okay.
She skewers you.
Yeah, she keeps skewering me. I want to skewer her.
Ooh, not bad. Real tough.
We're getting close to something. Can't you feel it? One last time.
Yeah.
You're right. One last time. That's all we need. Let's appeal to her better nature. We haven't tried that. I'm sure she'll listen to reason. She skewers you.
Ah.
And then everything goes dark, and you die.
Mutually assured destruction.
Your Honor, don't lose your head. We're in a cabin, and we'll take it.
Everything feels like it finally fits, doesn't it? We're up here, which is
You know,
different
come to
from
think of it, I haven't really been saving the game at all.
And our steel claw is already in our hand.
Ho-ho! What if we throw it out the window?
What? What window?
Over my dead body.
That won't be very hard. You've died a lot. I can't say I mind anymore.
Ah, the fetus rubbish.
Besides, what better way to die so very many times than at the sharp hands of a beautiful woman?
Okay, rather than a voice of the smitten, that's more of a voice of a masochist.
Sure, I can think of a better way to die.
They're all the same, really.
How about we stop thinking about horrible ways to die? I don't want us to accidentally manifest anything.
The only thing we're gonna manifest is finally ending up on top. There are entirely too many of you. How many times have you been here? This isn't good. This is...
Yeah, leave it to the pros. We'll notch up that win in no time.
Narrator,
Yeah.
we heroically stride through the door and towards our destined final encounter with our star-crossed lover.
You mean, Human Blade?
Fine by me. You walk to the door and onto the basement stairs, only it's more of a slide. We know. Fine, I'll just shut up then and speed this whole thing along. Are you sure you don't want me to describe the stairs, or this room, or anything? It feels like I'm hardly a part of this.
Poor narrator
Don't care,
getting left
just
out.
want to win. Fine, you make your way to the basement, where the princess awaits you.
You know, this last time I killed you, and you didn't pop right back up again? I thought I'd actually done it. I thought I'd cut you into so many pieces you just weren't able to stitch yourself back together. But I guess we're not done. That's okay with me. It's good even. I like that. I got something ready for you while you were gone. Do you want to see it? I'm not going to wait for an answer. I'm just going to show you. It's worth it though. Just you wait. And not for very long, because I'm going to do it right now.
Are you gonna say what she does? Do you want me to talk now?
Yes.
Well, yeah, she says she has something new. I want to hear about the new thing. Yeah, me too. I think I speak for all of us when I say that I would like to hear you describe her new thing.
This is like one of those games that you keep failing. Like you're going after a boss and you keep dying, and then you're just skipping through it every time more and more. But at some point, the game pities you and changes a bit more because you keep dying. That's basically how it is.
Really? Okay then.
Here we go. Now.
The princess's skin twists, splitting into red blooms of raw meat as it stretches and tears. Then it erupts. It becomes a wave of blood and viscera, pieces of her splattering against the walls. All that remains in the center of the room is a skeleton of blades. A heart beats furiously in its cage of a chest.
So I had to stab that heart
Are
then.
you ready for what comes next?
Yeah.
Holy shit! She's gorgeous. Absolutely divine.
Okay, Smitten, you have completely lost this. You have completely lost the plot. What part of that is the? You know what?
Yes, behold the perfect woman.
Not you too stubborn.
Do you think we can throw her out the window?
That would be funny, but I'm pretty sure we'd be sliced to pieces.
That looked painful.
How is she still alive?
Heart's stop beating, that's all she needs.
This is fake. This is all fake. That's all just made up.
She doesn't even have a back anymore. How are we supposed to stab her in it?
This is all just a sick joke. I hate existing.
Tier 3
We're screwed. I quit. I'm done. Forget it.
You can't give up, cheated. You were the leader of this whole crew. Don't leave. It's just, it's on repeat, you can tell. Yeah, I'm answering in my mind.
It's so quiet.
Well, got rid of the tier 3 sub, Mr. Smitten, and yeah. Now it's just me and the narrator and Blade Princess, apparently. In 2, okay.
Something feels different about you. It almost makes me feel different. Like I should actually take this seriously for once.
Nah. You do not act, and yet through that inaction, your body moves on its own. The princess strikes as you approach, but as her blow finishes its arc, you're already somewhere else.
You're incredible.
Yes, I am. Your weapon clashes again and again, you and her entering a rhythm free of thought and free of self. There's only the dance, the ebb and flow, the shifting of the tides back and forth between you. The deeper you fall into your play, the faster your hearts pound, and the faster the momentum volleys between you. An endlessly building crescent and then an opening. Your blade strikes free of the volition, and hers strikes too. Ooh, master yourself and vanquish a sharp foe. Neither of you will survive, but neither of you fear what's to come. This is a good ending. Well, at the very least, it's a tie. Wait, what? Okay, you do not get to see each other die. Something has taken her away and has left something else in her place. Approach the mirror, I guess. You do so. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you! Wow. That's, what the hell am I? What is that face supposed to be? Am I supposed to be some kind of demon or something? You are alone in a place that is empty. It is quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. Oh, it's her again. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift.
My goodness, she sounds like that voice actor from I'm thinking of I have the game. I have like all 3 games. For whatever reason, the name of those games elude me. You know what? I can tell you, it's Praise the Sun and all that. It's from that voice actor in that Japanese game. You know, that really dark and dreary. It's Dark Souls, that voice actor. That's what I was thinking of. That voice actor from Dark Souls. I mean, her voice and the music really kind of reminds me of that. What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
I don't know. A demon or something? I don't know who I am.
I think that you are like me.
Well, I don't know. If you have a bunch of voices inside your head like I do, then maybe you are like me. And I mean in terms of the game, not in real life. In real life, I'm just delirious half the time.
We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Well, that's called, what do you call it? I took geology, and for some reason I forget how it is, but you know how fissions erupt from in the sea? They push things away, and there are other things that push things back, and that's how occasionally continents get moved. Every time like something erupts, the continents move little by little. That's kind of like how earthquakes eventually happen. And sometimes continents get so close together that they turn into creeks, but you know, normally that just ends up turning into mountains. The gift of a fragile vessel.
Yes. Nerves and fibers to feel the worlds beyond. Perspectives to make my own.
Indeed.
This one is sharp and single-minded. She is cruelty, but she is also joy. She will make for an indomitable heart.
Indeed.
Do not mourn her. She is exactly where she needs to be.
Okay. Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known.
I see.
The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Let her out of there.
I'm sorry. There are some changes that can never be undone. There are some tears that can never be unshed. This is not a place that can hold a fragment of a concept. The moment she arrived here, she was going to return to me. I promise that it doesn't hurt.
Is this the end of the world?
How can the world have ended if we are talking?
I don't know. Depends on your definition of the end of the world.
I have only just now stirred to consciousness. I could not have trapped you here, and I too yearn to be free.
Do you know about the
I
worlds
know
beyond this
only
place?
that they are.
Are you the princess?
She is part of me, and part of me is her.
So, should I keep slaying the princess, or should I just flirt with her, I guess? But were you always the princess, or are you just making her a part of yourself?
You speak in circles. Does it matter where one thing begins and another ends?
Well, you're also speaking in circles. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Yeah, this is feeling like Dark Souls for some reason, and all I can think of, this is not going to have a happy ending, is it? This is not going to have a happy ending. Aren't you scared that it find a way to kill you?
I have not lived. I am not afraid to die.
Well, only once you live will you become afraid to die. Probably. That depends on the type of person you are. How much will I forget?
Everything. Until we meet again.
So, how many pieces of you do I have to find?
More than you have found, but less than there are to find. I am infinite. The rest will find their own way home.
I was sent to stop her from this. If I help you, is that... sorry, I got hiccups. I was sent to slay the princess to stop her from destroying destroying the world. If I help you, is that what you're going to do?
You ask of things that cannot be done. To destroy is merely to reshape, to remold.
Again, Dark Souls vibes. You're being semantic. What are you going to do if I help you?
How can I know? I am flickers in something sprawling and unilluminated.
Ah, well, in any case, I'm here to slay a princess, so... Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.